Hi guys, it's Lynn here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Now today guys, I'm going to be playing the bee today and cross-pollinating two very different Schlumbergera cacti, commonly known as the Thanksgiving and Christmas cactus. And these two different ones I've got here, very different. They're both blooming today. The first one here is a recent addition to our Schlumbergera family, and it's very different to the usual type of Schlumbergeras in that not only does it has very miniature, very slender stem segments, but the stem segments are sort of very serrated on them, almost like somebody's gone with a pair of scissors and gone all along the edges, very narrow, very thin. And I've never seen this variety before, as I explained in the video when I first got this amazing Schlumbergera. And as I say, it's obviously one of the many hybrids that are around today. And the bloom is, although the buds are pink, the bloom is actually quite red. And very small for Schlumbergera, but absolutely beautiful, lovely bright pink stigma, lots of sort of creamy white pollen on it there. Very unusual sort of miniature type of flower with a miniature type of Schlumbergera to match its gorgeous unusual little, very unusual, slender and very different stem segments. And then this one here is Schlumbergera froni. And as again, this has the more commonly seen leaf segments of the Schlumbergera truncata variety, which is more wider and the more sort of serrated tusk claw appearance, which is often down as the more commonly seen as known as the Thanksgiving cactus. The true Christmas cactus has the more scalloped leaves and is the Schlumbergera bucklei, but I've done many videos explaining that. But this is flowering for the first time for us, and just look at that humongous bloom, guys. It's huge. I just turn it up like that. Hansi, my wonderful fiance, is behind the camera filming me today, so he's doing an amazing job filming. And do go over and subscribe to his amazing YouTube channel as well if you haven't done already. Family Cacti and Other Beauties. But just look at that bloom, guys. I mean, there's my hand here, just to show you how huge it is. And look at the difference between the two blooms. Both Schlumbergera. This one is the miniature form, the Schlumbergera Thor, and this one is very humongous. Compared to a normal Schlumbergera, this is, I'd probably say, even twice the size. It's just huge and gorgeous. Now, I have no idea. I've very successfully, as a lot of you who follow my channel will know, I very successfully cross-pollinated Schlumbergera, different types of flowering types, many times over the years. Usually it's always a success. Sometimes it doesn't always happen. Nearly always is. And I've even grown them from seed, where I've actually sown the seed, and they're still in the seedling stages now. They're very slow growing from seed. But it's good fun to actually cross-pollinate and get fruit pods and then harvest the seeds and sow the seed. But a lot of the newer hybrids are sometimes sterile when you try to pollinate them, but I've had success. I have no idea if this is going to work because these are two very different types of Schlumbergera, as I've explained. So this is pure an experiment. But if it works, then I will do an update video if they get pollinated. But this video I'm going to be showing you how to pollinate them, obviously, and also more of a video vlog of me pollinating it, see if it's going to be a success, more of an experiment. Now, if you have two Schlumbergeras flowering at the same time and you want to know how to cross-pollinate them, or just pollinate them on the same plant with the different flowers, do watch a video I have made on how to cross-pollinate Schlumbergera cacti. Links will be up above. And also, if you've just got the one plant, there's more than one flower on it, you can also pollinate as well. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If you can cross them with two different types, you have more of a success. That's only my experience now. But it's always good fun to try. This is the first time with these two Schlumbergeras for me, so this is going to be very interesting. And obviously, I'm going to be cross-pollinating this one with this one and this one with this one. So not only are the flowers totally different on these, but also the leaf segments are totally different. So if it's a success, it's going to be very interesting if I get seed. And then many years when they're obviously growing full size to see what they actually, not so much the flowers, or that's going to be different, but how the leaf segments look. So here we go, guys. I do explain more in my how to cross-pollinate video. So I say do check that out. But I'm going to go through it again if you're watching this for the first time. Always important that when you cross-pollinate, you use a clean, even little brush like this, or you can use a little Q-tip, a cotton wool tip. I prefer to use little brushes because it's just easier with the pollen, and sometimes with the cotton wool it can come off on the edges, so you're going to be very, very careful when you're pollinating. And I always like to use a little bowl, as in this case a white bowl, so if any of the pollen comes off, it goes into there. Now, because I'm cross-pollinating both of these with each other, back and forth, I'm only using the one brush. If I wanted to keep it strictly to its own species, I'd use two separate brushes. But I'm going to be cross-pollinating anyway, so that's fine. Now, what you want to do is I want to get the pollen off this one onto the stigma. I just very carefully lift this up onto the stigma of this one. And vice versa, I want to get that lovely yellow pollen off this one onto the stigma of this one. I'm going to go back and forth a few times. So here we go, guys. You want to don't go rubbing hard, very, very gently. Load the brush up with the pollen on there. The pollen is just like sperm in a male, really. You only need a tiny fragment. You don't have to load it. Very gently brush it there. And then, see a tiny bit of yellow on the end of the brush there. That's all you need. Gently, very, very gently, then dab that onto there. That's all you need to do, very carefully. And then the same here. Load that pollen up there on the brush. And then the same thing again. Then onto the stigma of that one. You probably won't see it because you only need a tiny fraction, and that's it. That's all you have to do. And you can go back and forth a few times, but sometimes it's just enough to do that. And that's it, all done. It's like these two Schlumbergeras are having plant sex with each other. Very naughty, X-rated video. But anyway, it's all a bit of fun. And there, guys, you know what to do. And as I say, do check out my cross-pollination videos. I've got quite a few pollination videos of many different types of cacti on my channel. So do check that playlist out. I put the playlist at the end of this video as well on the end screen. And a big thank you to Hansi, my wonderful fiance, for filming me. So guys, if you want to know how to grow Schlumbergera, commonly known as Christmas and Thanksgiving cacti, do check out a video I have made on how to grow and care for Schlumbergera. Links also up above. And if you want to know how to grow cacti and succulents in general, please do check out my website, desertplantsofavalon.com. And thank you all so much for your incredible support and your amazing comments, guys. You're amazing, and it means so much to me. And if you haven't done already, please do subscribe, and don't forget to click that notification bell. Bing, bing. So guys, I'll do an update on this. Even if it's not a success, I'll do an update. But if it does get pollinated, either one or the other or both, stay tuned for the update on this. And I want to send you loads of love, heaps of happiness, and tons of flower and plant power from across the Emerald Isle. And until my next video, bye. Now I'm going to, now I've played the bee, I can go buzz off. Bzzz.